here at North American Arms, and you guys know that I've reviewed a bunch of these tiny little baby pistols, the ones that don't fit in my hand, that I can't hit nothing with. Well, Dustin has told me that he's got a couple here that I could actually use and hit a target. So Dustin Hubbard, thank you for allowing us to come out here today and give us the little lowdown on what you guys got going on in North American Arms.
Yes, so absolutely. Here at North American Arms, we do try to reach out to any type of shooter, any type of fan base of the deep concealability or pocket revolver. Here today with me, I do have a wide variety of firearms. One of our more popular ones that do come out is something like our 1860 Earl right here. This one comes standard with a 4-inch barrel, the loading lever that drops, and then the full removable cylinder. But the 4 inches is not where we stop at on this one. We can even go as big as the 6-inch hog leg on something like this. Now, Frank, I do believe with something like that little bit larger boot grip on that, I think we'd be able to get some work done.
Yesterday, I stopped by the booth to see what was what, and I saw this one. I said, that's the one that I'm going to need, because this one, at least I know I can grab a hold of and get full function use out of. And I know I could, with the beaded sight on it, I could actually hit a target. This is cool, very cool.
And this one comes primarily chambered in a 22 Magnum. We do also make the conversion cylinder as well, so that way you can have one cylinder for Magnum, one cylinder for long rifle, swap it out at your convenience, whatever you want to plink at.
And these are still a 5-shot.
5-shot, yep, solid stainless steel, and then backed by the North American Arms lifetime warranty.
Right, and you guys, of course, have the more traditional version here where you have to pull the pin, or is this?
So that's actually our Sidewinder swing out with the 4-inch barrel on that.
All right, now how would we operate this?
So on this little guy, you're almost there. So with that little guy there, you put it in the half-cock position, you pull that pin to the end of the barrel, and then you go ahead and you push it out like that, and then it has the star ejector right there.
Oh, that is so sweet. That is, look at that. If you haven't seen a North American Arms, you don't really appreciate how fine the machining on this is and how tight the tolerances are. They are incredibly tight. I mean, beautiful pieces. They're art and machinery combined into a firearm. It's really impressive how well they make these guns.
Absolutely. And then with the Earl lineup, I mean, you have your 6-inch, your 4-inch, a 3-inch, as well as a 2.5, which is all substantially longer than our standard 1 1/8 Magnum or 1 5/8 Magnum.
Right, and then these guys still have the...
Oh, absolutely. So that one's our 22 LR with holster grip.
Right, now mine, I wasn't able to get the holster grip. I couldn't find it online. So I wound up redesigning and making some, and I 3D printed my own.
Oh, wow.
So it worked out pretty well. But this is one that you can safely pocket carry by folding it up,
just like that.
Slip it right in your pocket, and it has a very nondescript shape. Plus there's also a reversible belt clip on this thing, so if you want to hang it on your pocket like your EDC knife, hooks right in the corner of your pocket, and when you take it out the drawer, you're good for business. Now this, with that grip, I can actually function that as big as my hands are with no problem. Now, I also noticed that all of the blades on your hammers are gone.
Yep, we do have to break those off for show safety.
Yeah, so just so you know, at these shows, here's your hammer. There is no pin on the hammer anymore. All of those are shaved off for the show. So safety is priority 1 here at the NRA annual meeting. And we're also, don't forget, you also not only just revolvers, you guys also have a semi-auto.
We do also have a couple semi-autos that we offer. One of them here that we have right here is our 32 ACP, and it's made with the same 17.4 stainless steel. It's a 6+1 capacity and still backed by the same lifetime warranty.
It's 6+1.
And it's a straight blowback design, double action only.
Your trigger is going to have some weight to it, but big hands. This thing fits better in my hand than a Ruger LCP does. And I know it's machined a little bit better than an LCP.
I'd like to think so.
I'd like to think, yeah. Yeah, and what's your price point on one of these? I know these are a little pricey.
That one there is up on it. I'm rusty on my Guardian prices. I think they're about mid fours, maybe the high, like 450, 480, somewhere around there, starting MSRP.
All right, and that's the Guardian 32 ACP.
Yep.
And I know we have, can we grab that prototype or that?
Which one do you want to look at?
The black one. The new one. All right. They've been toying around with the idea of bringing something to market, but they kind of want a little bit of input from you guys. So I want you guys in the comment section to let me know if you think you would pick something like this up from North American Arms. Now, this is only a rough 3D printed prototype, but it's debuting here for public consensus. So please, guys, in the comment section, give me thumbs up, thumbs down. No, don't give me thumbs down. I don't like thumbs down.
No,
just say yes or no about this, and tell me whether or not you guys would tell it. Explain what we're developing.
So what we're looking at here is something from North American Arms to kind of expand our category on our conceal and carrying. A 22 Magnum single shot pack rifle. We're looking at having a full 16-inch barrel, threaded, just in case if you want some extra added hearing protection on that little guy. It will have a single shot break action with a removable cotter pin there to be able to break it down into a compact backpack size. We will also be looking at ammo capacity in the stock to hold about an extra 10 to 20 rounds on that 22 Magnum. Now, one thing that we will also be looking at that's in the plan is with the removable barrel, we'll also be able to do the conversion on that, so you can have either a Magnum barrel or the long rifle barrel for that. Just to, why limit yourself on what rimfire you want?
All right, so if you think something like this, and I know because you haven't gone into development, you guys don't have a price point on it.
No price point.
Now we know that Chiappa makes something fairly similar, but it's like I know they make a 410. They make a couple of different varieties. So you might have an idea of what the price point to those are and what we might be looking at. But we know that the machining and quality of this is going to be through the roof because it's North American Arms. So, like I said, if this is something that you guys would like to see, comment in the section, but also go to North American Arms Instagram, Facebook page, Twitter, whatever they have, and let them know what you think, because the public input is where developments come from. You know, they think them up in the boardroom, but it's you guys that make it possible. All right, now, there is one more thing, and you don't have one, but I'm going to grab one.
Square barrel.
If you're familiar with the North American Arms logo and you haven't seen it, they just introduced their new one. So when you see that as the logo on your favorite social media pages, you know that you've gotten to the place with the right company where you can do your input, check out their catalog. This is their full catalog right here of everything they have. Fantastic. This is the nicest catalog in the entire show. Awesome. It really is. And full array of grips, modules, holsters, leather, kydex, everything you need, display cases. North American Arms is where it's at. If you want to do something, you want to give Dad a nice gift, yeah, you know who I'm talking to.
We still have time. You think you'd mind if we talk about that 50th anniversary belt buckle real quick?
Yeah, this you got to see.
So a lot of people that are familiar with North American Arms know us as the belt buckle gun. So this is our standard belt buckle that we have provided and offered for many years to our customers. That does have the 22 LR in it. Now,
and yes, this is a legitimate firearm that is held in place magnetically into the firearm.
And now for the 50th anniversary this year, we are providing this to our customers. So as you can see, that is a custom belt buckle for the 50th, as well as it'll have 50th anniversary laser engraved on the barrel with gold inlay stars on the cylinder and a gold inlay eagle medallion on a pearlite grip.
Now, what is your MSRP on
the MSRP on that one? I want to say is mid fours, just because of all the custom and everything like that on it. So it'll probably MSRP around $450, I believe, give or take.
All right, now, Dustin, do me a favor. While I hold this, hold that one up to the camera and demonstrate how you remove the firearm from that.
So with that, what you do is you move this trigger guard down, you come in, from the open side of the back of the handle, and you push that out, and then the revolver comes out just like that to negate the rare earth magnet in that. Then you have a full 5-shot revolver.
And it's the same on the
exact
50th
same design.
anniversary.
Yep.
Yeah, so the same way that you would go to unbuckle your buckle itself, it's swing down, push out, gun in your hand, defend yourself. Cool. Yeah, are these going to be limited production?
They are limited production. I can't remember the number offhand. I want to say it's like 2,500, 3,000, somewhere around there. But they should be hitting shelves a little bit later this year.
Right. Awesome. Hopefully I get to see one of them myself and maybe add one of these to my showcase collection.
I also hope I got that price point right, too.
If not, what are they going to do? Sue us?
Yell at me. Be like, guys, no.
Okay. All right, so from Dustin and Frank over here at North American Arms, listen, you guys, check these guys out. They make some really, really cool stuff. You know, I've done the videos about the most ridiculous guns in my collection and why I have them. It's because they're fun, and you just can't replace that. And what better reason than you need? So check these guys out. Awesome stuff. Dustin, thank you so much. You guys be safe, shoot straight, and buy a belt buckle.